Come on. Wanna continue streaming? Okay, it's up. Let's see if it has audio. Yep, it does. Man, we were just vibing and the stream had to glitch. Well, at least I got a good chunk of this drawing done. Yep, the audio is working. Man, we were vibing so well. I completely forgot I had nothing playing on my phone. Had no background audio. I don't really have anything on my playlist that I can just put on to listen to. So, just gonna draw for now. And any imperfections in the drawing or stuff that looks odd, I'm gonna fix it later on off screen. I'm so tempted to listen to the Sims 1 soundtrack, but I don't want to get copyright stricken, even though the game is over 20 years old. Well, not all the expansions are. I kind of wanted to listen to the Superstar one. Yep, I don't really have anything I can just listen to, unless I put Season 3 of Total Drama again. Oh, can't go wrong with Total Drama. Nope. Oh, I hope I didn't have any not safe for work pictures there. If not, I'm gonna have to cut that part out of the stream. Or even worse, delete it. Boogity boo, hello. Hello again, Gorilla Geek. Okay, I have Season 2 of Turtle Drama playing on as background noise. Hopefully it doesn't pick it up too badly. Just looking good. Good boy. Okay, what were we talking about? Was it Rwby ships? I completely forgot. I had to just stop the other stream, and the thing is, when it glitches here on Streamlabs, because that's the app I use, for some reason the stream just goes on even if I end it on my tablet, and I have to go manually close it on my laptop. And it kind of takes a while if I have my laptop turned off and I'm not really using it. Boogity boo, my ooze. Yes. Now seriously, what were we talking about? I completely lost my mojo. Man, Season 3 of Total Drama really was the best. Okay, what were we talking about? Seriously, we had such a good thing going on. We talk about Penny dying. Rwby can't have maiden powers. That was it. That. Okay, so Rwby not having maiden powers, that's fine. That's a fair trade-off. kind of wish she used the silver eyes a bit more. Looking back on Volume 7, they should have shown her trying to use her silver eyes in the montage. Because man, that montage was so much fun. And yes, I do mainly mean it because of those thirsty moms going after John. That was funny. But can Maiden's power have Rwby? Real questions. Real questions, man. The moment that I'm doing fine, you guys are on my mind. Total Drama had a bump intro. Famous. John Boy, I wonder what weapon they're gonna give you later on. You know, we've been going on with Team Universe for so long that I'm like, just don't write them off. You kept them this long, keep them until the end. Speaking of Silver Eyes, if you were to change what they could do, what would it be? I mean, I think they're cool enough. I mean, that Volume 3 finale scene, I can't imagine them doing anything better. My first instinct was actually stop time, but now that I think about it, what if you could use the silver eyes to like time travel to the past? Not exactly time travel, but see what happened in the past. And that way you have like silver eye people be like uh, really famous historians, or like hunters that specifically track Grimm by following their tracks. I think that would be a cool thing. And we already have some really OP semblances like Yatsuhashi's and Neo's, so why not? Why not make that a thing? Real thirsty moms. I mean, can't blame John. John is a snack now. Bitch, he was a snack back in Volume 4. The Maya animation change did wonders for him. And for all of Team Ranger. Because Ran looked amazing as well. But compared with other eye powers in other shows, Silver Eyes are super weak. Like, you can't compare Silver Eyes with Sharingan, Byakugan. Yeah, I mean, if they were just laser eyes that also affected people, that would make them pretty OP. They would be pretty OP. I hope I'm wrong. He's so right, and it doesn't end up looking all wonky. It's already looking wonky. Damn it. At least we know in Volume 9 that Team Ruby is going to reunite relatively quickly, I hope. Because the trailer showed them together already, so they're not gonna meet in the last episode. No idea about Neo though. Like just Silver Eyes just kill Grimm or people with Grimm in the body. Cinder help Grimm in her glove and then boom, lose an arm. Silver Eyes but Ruby just T-poses. Yes. Here we go. My question is, can Ruby use the silver eyes if she doesn't have aura? Because they're more of a magical thing. Like, it's not a semblance. She could probably use them if she's like all tired up. Come on. Okay, what's the chat saying? For me, the fight for Ruby 9 will be Ruby versus Neo, Ruby versus Neo versus John, Neo versus the Mao, Battle of the Teenies, White versus John. Team Ruby versus John is what I'm really hoping for. But yeah, I specifically want a only Ruby versus Neo fight. Neo versus the mouse. I've been thinking, what if since it's a magical island, what if the mouse can actually control them like in Ratatouille? Little. I really hope that was a Stuart Little reference because I used to really like that movie when I was a kid. I haven't watched it in a few years, obviously, but anytime it was on TV, I would be like, "Oh, Stuart Little." Stuart Little. I don't know if anyone has seen this really crudely drawn Harry Potter comic where it's basically just someone said, "Hey, what if Tom Riddle was in the same orphanage as Stuart Little?" And they picked the mouse over him, and it's just the funniest 4-panel comic I have ever seen. It never fails to make me laugh, and I don't even like Harry Potter. Looks pretty okay. Like she's fighting the knight, but this time he's trying to no. There's Thanos and a gender. Bro. That Thanos and Ant-Man meme was just freaking everywhere. And you know it was funny. Some really good memes came out of it. Some really elaborate videos came out of it. I want to erase this. I don't want this line covering his face. What did I do? I drew everything on the same layer. Mistakes. I've made a big mistake and Shot saw it. I can't show my face anymore around this town. If the island gives power of or buff the semblance, what performance power would John get? I mean, aside from aura extension, I wish there was some kind of material where you could put your aura for later use, like an actual battery. Like maybe condensed aura, like kind of like condensed resin in Genshin Impact. But I'm just throwing ideas. I don't think that would actually happen. He's really just that one. Yon is really that broken support in a game like Bennett. Kinda wish he had learned aura extension from Vine. Maybe he can pick it up by himself, like make an aura bullet and shoot the team with them. I don't know who Susano is, so I can't really say. But basically, just using he's already like a portable battery. Why not make tinier portable batteries out of him? Not in that fucked up way like in Made in Abyss. No, please no. Worst case scenario, I don't know who they are. I'm sorry. I don't know who Sano is. Okay. I mean, I don't think he would get like an upgrade similar to Tyrion's. I don't think he could drain someone else's aura. That would be way too OP. Come on. You gotta put limits. You gotta put limits. Making pretty good progress. Although, to be fair, his design is much simpler than Piero's. Because I think I spent like 3 streams drawing her? I don't remember, but it felt like a long time. Maybe Neo will get an upgrade. I mean, Neo's already so good with her semblance. She's probably the one character that makes the best use of it. How much more powerful could she get? I don't think they would give her like an upgrade where her semblance is like Blake's, or not Blake's, Son's, where his clones fight for him. That would be way too much. But I can't see her maybe using the island for her convenience. Maybe Neo can get the Iceland creatures to work with her. With her, man, I misspelled it. I like the idea of Ren getting an upgrade on his semblance, but he already got one in Volume 8, and I really like it. I think it was really cool. It was pretty contrived. I've heard some pretty good arguments on why it feels like a lazy writing decision. So what I'm seeing is that Ren will probably be given less screen time because that semblance is really powerful. That upgrade was really powerful. So the leader gave him less screen time, so that the team don't get their way too easily, or they're gonna use him for solving every problem, or using it for exposition a lot more often. I personally didn't mind it in Volume 8. I actually really liked it. I'm just hoping they use it well in Volume 9 and onwards. But what about the other characters? Like, what is Nora's upgrade? Nora's the one that should get an upgrade right now. I mean, did her scores really have no consequence? Positive or negative? Or are they just there? Did Nora learn anything from her experience? Nora's the one that should get an upgrade this time. Ren has locked the vibe check. Yo. I mean, Ren knew Ospin was back before Oscar could even tell him. That's a pretty big thing. Besides Oracles, what was one of your favorite ships that got sunk by the Rwby cannon? Oof. I mean, I think you're assuming Argos is one of my favorite ships, and you are right. You are completely right. Man, I really gotta think that because I haven't had any ships sink. As Freezerburn got sunk because Bumblebee got quote cannon. And I can live with that. Freezerburn didn't have anything really backing them up. I just think they were real cute. But on the contrary, a ship that the Rwby cannon kinda made more possible is, and hear me out, Watts and Ironwoods. Because that Volume 7 fight come on, there was passion there. Don't even try to deny it. And I know it's like a really niche ship that's like, oh, you like the two older guys dating, how original. But if you go back to volume 7, when Ironwood is talking to Oscar and says, don't call me James, only my friends call me James. In the episode where they fight, Watts calls Ironwood James, so they were friends beforehand. And it blows my mind how two secondary characters could get somewhat of a backstory or some sort of connection in basically just one line that probably wasn't even that important. Okay, back to it. I want to see Nora flying with... Let's stop talking about the Aaron Watts. Me and my dumb crack ships. I want to see Nora flying with thunder or using the electricity like magnetism. Yeah, man. What if she can actually call thunderstorms? Like, if it's raining, she can use that to her advantage? That would be cool. Especially in the desert. I think the water would be like either a blessing or a curse for fights. For me, it was Data Farm. That's Oscar and Penny, right? Yeah, killing Penny really shippers are not happy, man. Penny. But I will. Nora Arc is a great ship, but Renora is great too. I'm a sucker for crack ships. I am that crack ship person. Don't even get me started. I'm all in for... I'm all in for Nora, Ren, and John being an OT3. I mean, come on. Let John be more than just a third wheel. Yeah, I like 303. Yep. I've been thinking what the end of Rwby, how Rwby can end for John. Like, would they actually have him date someone else in the main cast? Is he gonna end up single? Is he gonna die? I don't think they're gonna get home, but it's not up the hook. It's not impossible. Winter became the Winter Maiden, and it only costed a penny. Don't even go there. Speaking of penny and pounds, I was looking at the Rwby ship chart a few days ago, and in the OT3 or OT orgy section, there was a ship that was 10 pennies, and it was called Dime. Who added that? I just want to know. Turn on your location, Obi. I just want to talk. Which one is Eclipse? Which one is Eclipse? I generally can't remember. No matter what the defense is. Oh. War of Road. Oh, Son and Blake. I've only known it as Black Sun. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Black Sun was really good. And in Ice Kingdom, it's not been romantic. They've only been friends, but it's been nice. Black Sun was cute in Volume 3. I mean, the only thing that happened was Sun winked at Blake, but I liked it. They had their moments. They were cute. I like them. Sea monkeys, yes. I think the writers want to give Neptune the spotlight again. But if they're at least seen as bros, I'll be happy because Son has left his team hanging way too many times. He did in canon. They kind of talk about it in the novel from what I've heard. And he kind of did his team as well in Rwby Ice Kingdom. I mean, come on, where are they? Son, what are you doing? It was just like a chic kiss, but it was cute. Kind of wish Blake had given a little cheek kiss to Ilya as well. Just to see her freckles turn pink again. Come on. Me and Blake, I've been really into Blake and John lately. Haven't really drawn anything digitally, but I've been really into it for a few months now. Don't know why, I think I just like darky blondes with the short hair. More serious black, darker girl. Personally, I no wait. Yeah, personally, I kind of hope John gets with a new character outside of the main cast. Like I'm okay with Lancaster or White Knight, but imagine John meeting this cute person and everyone teases him. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go. Mm. My people that think that will make Rooster Teeth burn is saying that John is not a virgin. Bro. Schrodinger's John, I don't know what could probably happen there. Silent Night is good too. There isn't really anything canon for it, but I'm down for it, man. Okay, the possible endings for John in Rooster are. I'm gonna need some water for this. He either gets with someone in the main cast, new character, otherwise, and there's gonna be drama because there always is. He gets with someone off screen, like there's a time skip, and next thing we know, he has like a kid, and a wife or a husband, or else, and they're just a nameless background character, and there's drama again because people are like, how does he have a kid and we don't even know the name of the baby daddy or the baby mommy? Base case scenario, he's with Ren and Nora. Come on. Or it's left, or maybe he's not dating anyone, or it's left ambiguous, and the fandom just makes jokes that John never scored, even though he probably had a completely fulfilling life, and we just didn't see the romantic side of it. And the worst case scenario is he dies, which hopefully not. Hopefully not. Speaking of Ilya ships, I've been hearing that a lot of people have been shipping her with that white fang rabbit girl at the end of Volume 5. White fang rabbit girl. The only white fang girl member that I remember was the spider girl. What was her name? Trifa? I gotta go back and check that. I actually ship Ilya with Weiss. Their colors look together, they both have a bit of blue. It's cute. And I haven't drawn them in forever. I had canon John as polyamorous. I mean, why not? Why not? Yep, I don't think John's gonna die. And I don't want him to. I mean, come on, there's still a lot of stuff you can do with his semblance. Like I said, he's like the broken support in a game. Okay, what do his shoes look like? Okay. You know, as much as I like John's original design of being like a country boy, I still think Rand's original design takes the cake for me. It's the best one. It's so good. Mm, come on. There we go. One of his legs looks way too. Well, it's just the clothes. I'm gonna fix it a bit. This stream has been fun. I think I should stream on Saturdays, Sundays instead of Saturday or Friday, because people usually have plans those days. But the Sunday's like, I'm gonna stay home watching YouTube, get ready for the week. This might sound cliche, but I've said this 100 times. But to me, John is the Agent Washington on Rwby. You mean like actual Agent Washington? I can kind of see it. I mean, at least on the later seasons, because at first Agent Washington was like a real threat. He was like super serious. He was an actual military guy that could have killed any of the Red versus Blue characters if he wanted to. But later on, he's like a fun dude. I think he could be like I think John could be like the reverse. He could later become like really strict, but I don't want that. I want him to keep being chill. I haven't catch up with Red vs. Blue in a while now. The last season I watched was, I think, the season after. I think the first two or one season after the whole chorus arc, which was really good. I gotta catch up with it, especially because they said at RTX that they're making a new season. And I want to see my voice again. Even if they did change a few of the voice actors. Oh, and about Dragon Slayer, I like it. It's usually something that pops in my mind, and I think, oh, I'm really in a Dragon Slayer mood, in a Dragon Slayer mood, and I draw something. But right now, I'm really just thinking about Blake and John, because I don't have any definitive ships for Blake or John really, so they're like at my top spot at the moment. I've never seen Red versus Blue. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I think it's really funny from season 1. But again, not everyone's into that form of comedy anymore. Or maybe they don't like the quote animation style, but to me, the shittier it is, the better. If you were to give the red and blue scores a semblance, what would they have? Well, I would give Grave the ability to have to actually carry bullets, because he never had ammo. But speaking for real, maybe teletransportation. I think that would be useful, but like make it very sparse, like they can only do it once or twice a day. But it would have been really funny in the first few seasons to just have someone in the blue team teletransport to the red and fuck shit up, and then come back to their base like it's nothing. Why do you always go live when I'm streaming? I'm sorry, Downslide, but it's good to see you again. I tend to stream at night just because that's when I really get my I meet his ships. That's when I really get like, I don't know, the hype to draw. Sorry. I usually prefer to stream in the afternoon, but I'm just the type that does better at night. Hey, what is the ship of Rwby that the fans make bad? For me, it's White Rose, Bumblebee. Yeah, all the popular ships are gonna get a bad name because of the fandom. I don't know what it is about Rwby and certain other shows that just makes the fans really into ships, but Rwby's one of them. I tend to not interact with fandoms in general just because I'm boring. So I haven't had any bad experiences with any ships, but it sucks when that happens. I kind of wish. I wonder what the White Rose scene is like uh, at the moment. I mean, I know it's kind of picking back up because of Ice Queendom, but it sucks when there's like drama or like mean comments being thrown at people just because of a ship. I mean, come on, we're all here to have fun. I really hope we see Neptune and Sun, see how much John has changed from this nerdy turtle loser fungi to this genuine badass. I want that for everyone, man. I wish Rwby had longer episodes. But yeah, I want to see Sun because apparently he had some dreams. I don't know if prophetic dreams, but some very sus stuff going on with him. So I'm hoping he has a bigger role in Volume 9. My voice! I'm losing my voice. I'm not used to talking for long times. For Aunt Carolina, I gave her a semblance that I call memory. Basically, she can make aura clones of those she called her family to help her fight, but they can only appear if that person has died. Dude, don't do that to me. I already suffer enough with her. Why? I hope not to see Gordon. Yeah, I don't want to see him either. Sorry. Son is the imposter. Your son is only one letter away from sus. I think what fans are actually still on. I've heard from people that are more active in the fandom that it's still one of the more popular ones, one of the more popular ships. They probably become more mellow as time goes on because the show hasn't really given them any material. Which happens. Nobody likes Gordon. Yeah, nobody likes Gordon. And yet he was in Ice Queendom for a bit. But he didn't have a speaking role, so I'm fine with it. You know what? You know what idea I've had for a while now for a short comic? Like, what if we see Gordon again and he's dating one of John's sisters? Like, specifically the one that had really short hair, just like John's current haircut. I think it would be hilarious if that sister appears and sees John and it's like, hey, John, I want you to meet my new boyfriend. And then she just brings Gordon and it's super awkward. Gordon is the punching bag in all fan fictions. Bro. I mean, if people are going to be angry about Rwby, let them be angry about a fictional characters and not other fans. I kinda wanna see Gordon, but he's become something dumb like a movie producer. I can kinda see that. Like, he's not a hunter anymore. He like found his true passion and it's something not necessarily dumb, but just completely so detached from the hunter lifestyle that we see him like one more time just to see what's going on with him and then he never appears again. Have Gordon become a movie producer so he makes the Rwby movie. So he makes Rwby the show. And then we come full circle. I think I made John's hips or legs too wide, but I can fix that off screen. No one's gonna know. Yeah, Ice Kingdom does it in this weird canon, not canon space. Well, so does the other manga. From what I've heard, or I think what Donslow said, it's that the Grimm is canon, but Ice Kingdom per se isn't, or at least it isn't until the show says otherwise, or something happens that could not possibly have happened in canon Rwby, like someone dying. Someone dying. I'm kind of afraid they're gonna go the route of saying like everyone that goes into the nightmare gets their memory wiped and they don't remember that happening. I don't want that. Come on, they've already said it's canon adjacent. Don't have them. Don't have them do that. We don't need that retcon. People are pissed because John became a main character in episode 6 of Ice Kingdom. I mean, did he really need to be there alone? Come on, you could have had Ren and Nora at least for moral support. I mean, you could have. They couldn't have gone as far inside as John, but John didn't go that far into Wise's mind, so we could have had them go inside as well. And besides, Nora's been so funny in Ice Kingdom. Man, I am just losing my voice. I think Ren, Nora, and I think all of Universe should have gone into the dream with John. Gotta fix this. Where is it? Okay, here. For me, the legs are okay. I mean, they look okay, but they are a bit wide in the hip section. Just a bit. But I can fix that later. It's easy. Okay, there it is. Corinne is secretly the author for Blake's favorite novels. I feel like you could have that in canon and the fandom would not be that mad about it. Corinne, Huntsman, the real Leon is in the movies, baby. Snorts cokes off his desk. Maybe that's what the Rwby writers do. Oh, own them. No, just kidding. But yeah, whenever Rwby ends, I do want like a tiny, not flashback, but a look on what the characters we met to see what they're doing. Like just a little scene of Corin doing his own stuff. Maybe he owns a bakery. He just completely left the huntsman lifestyles behind. IQ is like Grim Eclipse. I've only seen like a bit of the gameplay of Grim Eclipse, but yeah, Rwby has a lot of semi-canon content. I gave Corin an adopted kid at one point, but I decided against it. you felt like that kid deserved better. I don't blame you. I want a spin-off of Team Stark. Dude, everyone wants a spin-off of Team Stark. I want a spin-off of Team Stark. Or a prequel novel about Pyrrha. Or even better, a prequel OVA. Like, come on, they give Adam a short, but they didn't do that for Pyrrha. Come on. Come on. Like, yeah, dead. But so were the freelancers in Red vs. Blue. And those flashback seasons were so good. Man, they were freaking amazing. Oh man, his left arm just does not look right. What the hell? There we go. If you were to choose the next Rwby crossover movie, what other fandom would you add? Let me think that for a bit. You don't see Carden as the type to settle down? Yeah, same. Amazing how we still think about those somewhat annoying characters from Volume 1. To be fair, he was in Ice Kingdom, so... Rwby X Slipknot. That's a metal band, right? I don't know about music. Rwby X Monster Hunter. Okay, what actual franchise could make a good crossover for Rwby? Not made in abyss, nothing too sci-fi like. Oh, okay. This is something I've actually had in my mind for a few weeks now because I've been getting into Warhammer 40k. Like, what if we had? I've been thinking of a silly AU of just the Rwby world, but with Warhammer 40k aesthetics. Like, Rwby could be a tech priest. John could just be a random guardsman. Blake would be an assassin. Weiss would be one of the Adeptus Sororitas. But it's mostly there just based on aesthetics. I can't imagine myself actually writing that. Yeah, Rwby X Camp, and that's a pretty obvious one. The fanfiction I'm writing is Rwby X Claymore, X Pacific Rims, X Inheritance Cycle, Red vs. Blue, Team Fortress 2. Of those, I don't remember Pacific Rim and I don't know what Inheritance Cycle is. But Rwby X, Team Fortress 2, and Red vs. Blue sounds great, actually. I miss the comedy in early Rwby. I had such a blast with the first 3 seasons. Remember when they were still on YouTube? That was fun. For some reason, I just watch most of Rwby on my phone on like really low quality. So when I go back to watching Volume 1, Volume 2 in like 720 or 1080p quality, I actually think it looks really good. Aragon book series. Never read it and I didn't read the movie either. All I know is that the author wrote that book when he was like really young, like 18. So it's kinda cringe. But apparently the author is like takes it really well and has improved a lot on his writing. But yeah, if I had to think of a crossover just for funsies, not taking it too seriously, I would choose Rwby and Warhammer 40k. I would have Pyrrha be a Custodes and just not have her killed at all. I want to see a Rwby musical episode. Like, come on, they're going on an island where there's a talking mouse. Why can't there be a musical? I mean, if they find King Julian in the Iceland, I'm all for it. But a Rwby musical episode, can the actresses really sing? If it was just the island creatures, I think it could work. But musical episodes aren't usually well liked. I mean, just take for example Riverdale. think we're both done with John. So I don't know if it would go well with the fandom. But if we have a character that actually seems like that's their thing, like maybe that's their semblance, like the Dovahkiin from Skyrim, like they have the power of their semblance has to do with their voice, with singing, I think that would work well. I gotta fix that finger, it doesn't make any sense. Flint. Well, Flint is more of a musician. We need like an actual singer, someone that fights with their voice. Because White sings, but she has her sword. Kinda want a Ruby character with Dovahkiin power, screaming.